Tonight, Lawrence taking on Lancaster in Game 2 of the State Championship Series. Both teams have been introduced to the fans, and we are getting ready to watch the Raiders take the field defensively, so get ready for the siren coming up here in just a moment. Coming into tonight, Lawrence 24-1 again, 24-game winning streak snapped on Monday night as they were defeated by Lancaster 4-1 in a ball game up at Lancaster. The Lancaster Bruins coming into this ball game 23-3, lost all three of those ball games early, two of them to Lower Richland, and they come into this ball game tonight looking to wrap up their second straight state championship. They swept Irmo in the championship series last year. Tonight, the Raiders will ride the hopes of Chuck Cunningham, and Cunningham now striding out to the mound to take his warm-up tosses. Cunningham coming in with a 6-0 record. He is undefeated. He's a left-hander, and he'll depend heavily on the curveball to get him through here tonight. He is a breaking ball specialist. Twice this year, Lancaster has lost, of their 3 losses, 2 left-handers. So if Chuck is effective tonight, he may well be successful and help the Raiders send this to a Game 3. Again, Game 1 played in Lancaster on Monday night, a 4-1 defeat for the Raiders. Game 2 here tonight, and then Game 3, if necessary, will be in Lawrence on Friday night, and that will be at 7:30. It'll have to be a Raider victory to force that. Setting the Raiders for you defensively, it is on the mound tonight, as we said, Chuck Cunningham. Cunningham with a 6-0 record, the left-hander. Behind the plate, Anthony Brown. Over at first, Reed Edwards. Playing second, Johnny Ray. Playing shortstop, Brian Mann. And over at third base, it'll be Jerome Reed. Left fielder is Mike Douglas. Center fielder is Todd Siegler. And the right fielder is Charles Peterson. Looking at the batting order for Lancaster, Aaron Curitan will lead it off and play right field. John Barnes will bat second. He'll do the pitching. Mark Anthony will play center field and bat third. Pep Harris, the second baseman, will hit in the cleanup spot. Harris and Barnes merely switch places. That's the only change in the lineup for Lancaster tonight. G.G. Harris will bat fifth and play left field. Ciano Truesdale will bat sixth and play third base. Steve Hegler is the shortstop. He'll bat seventh. B.J. Johnson is the DH. He'll bat eighth. And Robbie Reed is the catcher. He'll bat ninth. Johnson bats for the first baseman, number 24, Richie Ballard. Again, a close to overflow crowd here tonight as the uncovered corners of this stadium begin to fill up as we get close to game time here tonight, and we hope for a completely full house and no green space left before this one is over here tonight. Anthony Brown headed out to the mound to talk to Chuck Cunningham. We're just about ready to get started as the Raiders gather on the mound for a last pregame chat, and striding to the plate is Aaron Curitan, the right fielder for Lancaster. The Raiders in their gray uniforms with the green and gold trim. Lancaster, the white baseball pants, the blue jerseys with the yellow numerals. And we are ready to get started here. The Raiders have to win to stay alive. If Lancaster wins tonight, they go home with the trophy and the medals and the state championship. Cunningham getting his sign from Anthony Brown. And we're ready to go. The first pitch of the ball game is a curveball just missing high. 1-0 the count. Again, a nice crowd here tonight at the stadium. And it appears a pretty lively crowd to get things started. 1-0 the count. Cunningham winds, throws to Curitan. That one broke in there for a strike. 1-1. You'll find with most teams that are heavy hitters, they really like to attack the fastball. And sometimes a curveball pitcher that doesn't use a lot of velocity will have some success. Again, 3 defeats for Lancaster this year, 2 of them to left-handers. 1-1 pitch, just misses. 2-1 the count. I'm Doug Holliday. Steve Owens will be alongside in a couple of innings. Downstairs right now, shooting pictures for his real job. 2-1 the count. Cunningham winds, throws. Curitan pops it up. Out into shallow center. Todd Siegler coming on, and he'll make the grab, and we have one away. So Curitan flies out to center. 1 down in the Lancaster half of the first, and John Barnes will be up. Barnes, a right-handed hitter, as was Curitan. Al Berry at third base, the head coach. Excuse me, they've switched. No, they haven't. That is Al Berry down there. And Steve Williams, his assistant, down at first base. Barnes steps in. 1 down here in the first. Wind, the throw, curveball, hit right up the middle. Johnny Ray is going to have to go get it, and he can't. And it goes into shallow center field. Barnes will round first, and he'll hold up. So score that one an error on Johnny Ray. And that is his third error in this series. He committed 2 on Monday night. So 1 on, 1 out. And that will bring up Mark Anthony, the center fielder. So Raider miscues really hurt them the other night up at Lancaster. And let's hope that does not happen again. Courtesy runner out there for Lancaster, it's Scott Rosencrans, jersey number 1, down at first base. Anthony the batter. This guy is a big-time pro prospect, as was Earl Cunningham, who played at Lancaster last year, part of that state championship team, and is now with the Cubs. First pitch misses outside from Chuck, a ball, 1-0. Cunningham keeping his eye on Rosencrans over there at first. .1-0 pitch. Hit hard and in the hole and into left field. Base hit. Rosencrans will stop at second. And the Raiders in trouble here early as Lancaster has 2 men aboard with 1 out. And that will bring up the cleanup hitter, Pep Harris, tonight playing second base. Lancaster looking like they're ready to pick up right where they left off Monday night. Most of the people you talk to, the experts, so to speak, before this one, expected a low-scoring game. One away, 2 on. First pitch to Harris. Curveball, he fouls it back to the screen. 0-1 the count. Chuck walks about halfway to home plate and gets the throw from Anthony Brown. G.G. Harris on deck. 0-1 the count to Pep Harris. Runners at first and second. 1 down here in the top of the first. Game 2 of the state championship series. Lawrence trying to stay alive. Cunningham gets his sign from Brown. He'll take a glance back at second. They fake a play down there. Now they'll back out of it. Throws the curveball, and Harris pops it out into short right field. Peterson coming on, makes the grab. They show Rosencrans running for just a moment, but he quickly takes a couple of steps back to second base. And we have 2 down. Big out for Chuck Cunningham, and that will bring up G.G. Harris. So Chuck an out away from getting himself out of the jam, but also another base hit away from putting Lancaster in the lead. G.G. Harris comes to the plate, the left fielder. Also a right-handed hitter. Chuck checking first, now second. Here's the pitch. Inside on the fists, and he got him to pop it up. Reed Edwards backing up behind first base, makes the grab. The side is retired. Lancaster gets a hit. They get another man on an error, but they come away with nothing. After 1/2 inning, it is Lancaster nothing and Lawrence coming to bat, and we'll be back in 90 seconds.